It's one thing to know your child has a disability early and you can prepare. But I think constantly of the children whose parents didn't find out that their little one may have a learning disability until he was already in school. And maybe that child was acting out or withdrawn because the child knew they weren't getting it, but they didn't want their schoolmates or classmates to know. Well, in walks the special education teacher. The role of the special education teacher is to compassionately champion the education of that child and children like them, to be able to enhance that child's education by identifying and catering and customizing a plan that addresses the strengths of that child so that they create more equity in the education for that child. That child is not going at a pace that's faster than he can achieve or she can achieve. The role of the special education teacher is to respect the culture and incorporate that culture into the learning, because children understand better what they can identify and experience. And if it's delivered in a manner that is familiar and safe, they achieve more. The special education teacher doesn't do this alone. They do it in collaboration with research and researchers and professionals that are in the school and out of the school. They do it in collaboration with the community at times, and of course with the student themselves and their parents. The special education teacher is professional. She realizes that the students aren't just listening, they're watching. So she's respectful in the way that she communicates with the student and their families, as well as with the other professionals. The deposition that I bring already to the table is that I am an advocate for the children in the school and in the community at large. I am not just passionate, but I am compassionate when it comes to their feelings and what they experience. And if we have the tools to get them to the next level, because we need to search for the best we can give them, not just settling. We need to stretch them and have realistic expectations, but high ones. I want to know what they're feeling and experiencing. I want to help them problem solve. I want them to know that they are of value and that we are better for having them there in that school, in that community, and in this world at large, and they have something to contribute. The deposition that I want to correct before I walk into the schoolroom is fairness. I don't want to go in with unintentional biases. Right now, I teach chemistry. I teach high school sciences. And we're working on stoichiometry, which is just the amounts of reactants and products. And I had a student who had an IEP who asked for my help. And I did not think that he would be able to get it. But because he asked, I went over there and showed him anyway. And my goodness, I was blown away because he's limited in the way he expresses himself in writing. And he's limited in longhand math. But he understood the concept. And in stoichiometry, we use calculators. And I was blown away at how efficient and effective he was at getting this down. My unintentional bias, had I not paid attention when he asked, would have limited what I taught and therefore limited what he was able to achieve. And I don't want to do that. They teach me to drop down my walls of limitations. And together I want to see how far we can go. Thank you.